Hi, my name is Malcolm. I'm 21. I am from upstate New York. I go to the Rochester Institute of Technology, and here in Barcelona, I go to ELISAVA. So in general, the Casteller is the whole team of people, and so they practice really, really regularly, working on forms and practicing different things. But the tower itself is composed of different levels. They can be as many as 10 levels tall for some of the biggest competitions, and for some of the biggest displays that they have. But it's a very simple structure. At a base level, but they really expand on and make it more complex. We have the piña, which is the base level, which is where you'll see all of the people pushing on each other's shoulders and working together to form the foundation. And then on top of that is where the tower is built. And it can be built with a variety of different structures, 2-person towers, 3-person, even 5, 6-person levels. But basically that's what it is. They build all the way up to the top. The smallest child calls all the way to the top and they put their hand up and then they have completed their human tower. So basically, as the tower was going up, they're playing a very specific type of music with a specific rhythm, and it basically provides information to everyone who's involved in the tower. As I mentioned before, we're not really meant to be looking up just for safety, so that music is really critical in providing information about how far the tower is up, and most critically, it's what tells the entire tower when it's done that the child has reached the top and that they've completed it, and they play a completely different type of music on the way down that again provides information and bits of just indicators as to when action should be taken. And I thought that that was a really interesting component to see how, without the ability to look and see what we're doing, how the Castellar was able to communicate with the music and not disrupt the performance at all. The workshop we went to was actually just a regular rehearsal for the team. They were basically just working on the smaller ones. They were working on piñas, which are the supporting layers for the big towers. And so we were able to just kind of work with them while they practiced. And they even moved outside and did some of the full-size ones. And that's where we were able to participate, which was really cool because we got to be part of the piña and see how tall the tower really was from the point of view of someone who's in it. Honestly, there was not a ton that we knew about it going ahead of time. SAI sent out some information that we had on hand. It was really just, we were kind of going in to totally have a new experience. I've seen them online, of course, the videos of the big human towers, and they're super cool, but honestly, we did not know much going in. So it was a really cool experience to get the presentation at the beginning that really talked us through what was going on. Honestly, at first we were pretty nervous because it can be quite intimidating as the towers get 5, 6 people tall, and it starts to be nerve-wracking. But they do tell us, keep your head down when you're in the piña just for safety. So being inside of the piña was a bit nerve-wracking, but knowing that I was part of such a big group of people that was there if the tower went down was really reassuring. So I feel like the nerves quickly evaporated once we started participating and really got into the workshop itself. To see every generation all in the same space, and it took everybody. It took younger people who were super strong, and it took people who knew what they were doing and had experience, and it took the little kids to be able to be nimble and small to get up to the top. So it was a really good example of teamwork and how everyone was able to use what they had to make the Castellar taller. Definitely one of the coolest parts. What it really reinforced is how important Catalan identity is to a lot of the residents in the city, and how much it's important to them that they are able to maintain that identity, especially after we know their history. And it wasn't so straightforward with Spain as a whole not really wanting to have Catalonia expressing their beliefs and their identity, but it was really cool to see how that tradition carried on, and they were able to this is something we created and we're proud of and that we can continue to do to demonstrate our identity and how strong it is in our area.